How's it going, guys? Steven here, back with another video. And this one, I'm going to be talking to you about the one question that I started asking to my prospects on sales calls that have helped me close way more deals than I previously was. I think it'll probably help a lot of people out there. So I wanted to share kind of a lesson that I actually learned recently from this, and it's the overarching lesson that I think I learned was asking the right kind of questions so that you can close more deals, but more importantly so that you can see where your deficiencies are and grow in whatever facet of life we're talking about, right? This specifically applies to business and closing more deals and sales, but really the overarching lesson applies to any aspect of life. And so before I get into the video and go over this question that has helped me close way more deals and help me grow my skill set in my business and the results that I get for customers, just quickly, my name is Steven and I operate flexwebdesign.ca. We're a marketing agency here in Vancouver, BC, and we work with service-based businesses across North America, and we help them to grow their business, get more clients, get higher paying, higher quality customers, all that great stuff. And if you're interested in that, down below you can go to flexwebdesign.ca and check out what we do there. But back to the video. So like I said recently, in the past week, this was really brought to light. And I shouldn't say it was a lesson that I learned just recently. It's a lesson that I have been learning. And when I started asking this question on my sales calls, I closed way more deals and got really down to the problems that my customers were having and how I can better solve them. Okay, and so that one question is, what do you want to have happen at the end of this 3-month period? Okay, that is literally it. And so, that applies to my specific offer, but think about how it applies to your offer, right, in your business. And so for us, we do a 3-month just SEO marketing sprint just to get started with our customers. And so I just asked them, simply put, what do you want to have happen at the end of this 3-month period? I'm going to talk you through 2 different sales calls that I had, one in which I closed the customer by asking this question, and one which I didn't close the customer, and I still asked this question, but why it's absolutely important, or it was important that I asked that question still, and it's probably the best possible outcome in that scenario, even when I didn't close the client. And so the client that I actually closed, and why this was kind of interesting, and how asking that question helped me close them, is because this was a law firm in Toronto, and they wanted to have SEO and marketing done because they haven't done any before. They have a website, but really no marketing. They're growing their team, they're growing fast. And so, I asked the person on the sales call, I said, what do you want to have happen at the end of this 3 months? Because a lot of the time our offer revolves around getting higher quality customers, growing your business, whatever those goals are, right, internally. And, that's the majority of the time. But a lot of the time, people have different goals in their business, right? Depending on what your vision is, depending on where you're at, right? What your size is, how many employees do you have, what's your revenue, etc. You're going to have different goals. And so in this case, this person, she said, she just wants to be able to track the metrics that are important when it comes to SEO and marketing and show some sort of relative progress and increase. And so compared to our other offer where we have a guarantee that we're going to get you this amount of clients, right? Which is the majority of the case. If I were to just blabble on about, we're going to get you all these clients, it's going to be great, and we're going to grow your business and blah, 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 that wouldn't really have mattered to her. And so just by asking the question, what do you want to have happen at the end of this 3 months? I was able to get down to the fact that all she wanted to do was just get the relevant metrics to be able to continue to do this year over year, right? And have sustainable growth, right? Because to have that sustainable growth when it comes to your marketing, right, you got to start out with a great foundation. And the great foundation is tracking the right metrics and finding out what they are. And so that was kind of the one application in which I asked that question, and it really benefited me, and I was able to close the sale because I got down to the root of, I don't want to say necessarily the problem, but the root of what this customer wanted. And so that's just one application. The next one was just recently this past week, and I think this is what really kind of became the catalyst for why I wanted to make this video and share the lesson that I learned. And again, all these lessons they're nothing. I'm not saying that these are things that you should do. This is just stuff that's worked for me and the lessons that I have learned. And I think that if one person can grab one thing from this video and just implement it and get results, then it's all going to be worth it. But that being said, this is a sales call I had just this past week. He was with a renovation company doing large, like custom full home renovations. And so we went through the sales call, like pretty typical, asked them, what do you want to have happen at the end of this 3 months, and just get more customers, right? And so, we kind of got into what kind of customers he wanted to be getting, etc. And we came to the point where I had to tell him that I have had large renovation companies that I've done work for, but we don't have the documented results for them just yet of the results that he wanted to see. So he wanted to get large custom full builds, and we just don't have the client case studies published yet for our specific clients, right? And so because of that, he said he wasn't comfortable working with us yet just because we don't have those client results. And even with a guarantee in place, he still wasn't comfortable because we don't have those client results. And so, I didn't end up closing the sale. And so what happened was, we a couple days later phoned him, talked him through, what was the deciding factor to why he didn't go with us, and that was kind of what we got down to, was that we don't have full case studies and we don't have the results for our customers just yet, similar to what he's looking for. And so, like I said at the beginning of this video, I didn't close that customer, and it was still the best possible case scenario because I was able to get down to why I didn't close him. And I wouldn't have gotten down to the reason why I didn't close him, what he was looking for, if I didn't ask him at the beginning, what are you looking for? What do you want to have happen, right? I wouldn't have had that information to how I can get better, right? So now after that sales call, I was able to go ahead, come back to, the business and the writing block essentially, and think, okay, how am I going to improve now? And I know exactly what I need to do next because I was able to ask them the right questions, get down to the root of the problem, and see why I didn't close this person, right? It's very important, when you're on sales calls, if you don't close somebody, to realize why you didn't close them, right? There's a plethora, the variety of reasons why people don't sign up with you, right? And knowing the reason is absolutely beneficial because it's going to tell you what you need to be doing better either in your business or on sales calls, right? Because some people don't go with you and it's nothing that you did everything right, but that person just wasn't ready. They might have just flaked on you last minute, right? And then that just tells you if they flake, if they ghost you, right, that tells you need to be running your sales process better, right? At least for me. And so this was a particular reason that, it was just things that we needed to change internally in the business, publish more case studies, get more results for our clients so that we can show bigger case studies to these bigger clients who are looking for specific renovation projects like in this case. And so I think the biggest lesson here, like I said, the overarching lesson is that you need to be asking the right kinds of questions in your business to be able to get better, right? And so, like I said, it applies to every area of your life. For example, if you want to go to the gym, right? If you want to get healthy, if you want to get fit, lose some weight, gain some muscle, whatever that might be, right? A lot of the time at the beginning, you're asking the wrong kinds of questions, right? It's like you're asking, okay, for example, if you just started going to the gym, you want to lose some weight, you want to get on your diet, you're probably asking yourself, okay, what foods do I need to eat that have less sugar? Or what exercise do I need to do to grow my shoulders in this way? But that's not the right kind of question. The question you need to ask yourself is, how do I get myself to do this consistently year over year? How do I get myself the discipline to be able to do this week in, week out, month in, year out, right? And so a lot of the time, we're asking the wrong kind of question. If you ask the wrong kind of question to yourself or internally in your business, you're going to get the wrong kinds of answers that are not going to get you closer to your goals. And so that was kind of the big lesson that I learned in this specific scenario when it came to my sales process. And asking that one question has helped me not only close more deals, make more money for my business, but also to be able to go back to the drawing board and think to myself, okay, this is why I didn't close this person. This is what I need to be doing better, right? And so asking the right kind of questions is going to get you down to the root of the problem and be able to help you grow a lot more in whatever facet of life. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and got something out of this that you can apply to your life, hopefully, because like I said, I applied this into my sales process and it has helped me so much. If you, like I said, you're a service-based business, check out flexwebdesign.ca, see a little bit more about what we do, and check out the rest of the channel if you like this video. Thanks, guys. Catch you in the next one.